Hello everybody! In this video I'm going to go over the changes to the game for this big seasonal update. There's a few spoilers in here, so if you want to explore everything on your own in story mode, then you can skip this video. But I won't spoil everything, so even if you watch, there'll still be some things to discover in story mode. The first part of this video, I'm just going to go through all of the seasonal objects, including the old ones that are already in the game and all the new ones that I've added in this update, as well as some of the existing objects that got updated to make them useful. In the second part of the video, I'm going to show a little bit of the story mode, seasonal areas, and show you what the amulets look like and what they do. So for the first part here, I've just got this demo level I made in the level editor, and we'll run through it and I'll show you what all these objects do. So here we've got the spring seasonal area. You've got honey, you've got bees. The beehive releases a swarm of bees that relentlessly chases after you, and the only way to get rid of them is by going through the rain cloud's rain. The honey covers you in honey, slows all your movements, even through the air, and it'll go away when you hit the ground or if you go through the rain clouds. And now the rain clouds are movable blocks. They move in the opposite direction of where you landed on them. What they do, they have two functions besides moving. They can water plant boxes of the same color to give you a little bit of a height. Makes for some interesting puzzles. And then the other thing is they build up a charge and release the charge as lightning, which kills the player and also kills the plants in the plant boxes. That's all for the spring seasonal area. You do have these flower tiles that you can use as well for the spring. We'll move on to summer. Oh no, there's a floating... Oh, it's because it got destroyed. So, coming into summer, first thing we've got the coconut trees. They used to just be palm trees, but now they have functionality. You'll see that the coconut here has eaten away at this line of blocks. The coconuts destroy blocks. They also kill the player. The old tiki torches now destroy the tiki balls and the coconuts if you need a place to dispatch of them besides off the bottom of the screen. The tiki balls that come off of these guys also kill the player. You have the sand blocks, which I've been messing around with here in the middle. They drop when you fall on them. No change to them since they've been implemented a while ago. And then one of the really fun new things I've put in is these water blocks. They slow down your movement and let you jump. Oh no. They slow down your movement and let you jump. Kind of in the air. Makes for some interesting sections. So that's all for the summer. You've also got these grass tiles for the summer. Moving on to fall, you've got the leaf tiles that you can add. First thing, we've got the pumpkins and the jack-o'-lanterns. They do the same thing, they just have different graphics. They explode when you hit them and launch you up in the air. You do need to be holding the jump button, otherwise the responsive jumping will just quickly remove all of the momentum that you had. Let's just bring the ghost over here so we can show off this stuff. So we've also got the spider in the fall seasonal area. They come down and attack you when you go under them. The spider itself will kill you, but their web there will not. And then the bats just move up and down. They'll kill you if you hit them. But they're pretty slow. They're not too hard to dodge. They just give you a little bit more of a moving obstacle. Moving on to the winter seasonal area, you've got little snow-capped tiles that you can add to things. They don't do anything. You have ice blocks. The ice reduces your friction, makes it really easy to slide off stuff, especially when you're transitioning from regular blocks to ice blocks. And also, you can't slow slide like you can on any other blocks. Like here I'm going slow, but you just can't do it there. The snow blocks will break after you touch them twice. Makes some fun puzzles. The snowmen throw snowballs. Snowmen are really annoying. Oh! Just like that. I think the winter one is the most the winter elements combined make pretty crazy levels, just because everything is conspiring to kill you. But each thing individually isn't too bad. Oh no! Let's come back out here. This level takes a while to load into playtesting just because it's so big, so many objects. Need to get that fixed. But moving on to the last zone, this is the stellar themed seasonal area. It's tied to the shadow sphere. You've got these you've got these tiles that you can add to the walls, and they glow kind of inversely with the player, so they get darker when the player comes near them. As you've seen a few times, there are fans added to the seasonal areas, the stellar seasonal areas. The fans just push you. They're a lot of fun, but they're also really annoying. You can jump really high with them. And then, as you've seen also, there's these meteor blocks. There's the meteor spawners and the meteor blocks. The meteor spawners have been killing me, and the meteor blocks can only be destroyed by the meteors. And that's it for the all the seasonal content. You may have already messed around with some of this if you've been playing around with the level editor or any of the quick play levels. But now all of this content has been added to the story mode in the form of seasonal areas. And we'll get to that in a second, but I just wanted to show you there's these seasonal, this is where all the seasonal objects are located. And under the foreground tiles, all the seasonal tiles here. That's where you can find all that. So now we're going to go take a look at what has been added to the story mode with all of this seasonal content. So in the story mode, the portals I originally put in were meant for teleporting quickly between zones, but that was a little too slow for what I wanted the player to be able to do, and I built the pipe system where you can transport between any level that you've unlocked. So what I've done is I've repurposed the portals to unlock the seasonal areas that I've added. So let's take this portal in, brings you to the home level, and now I've unlocked the spring seasonal area. As you see, there's all the other seasonal areas here too. Got a little bit of a rework in the home level. So now that I've got the spring seasonal area unlocked, I can go into it, and you'll see that there's a big goo jar display here with a few amulets in it. And as you beat these 4 levels in the seasonal area, the green zone up here will fill up with goo, and you'll unlock these 3 amulets. These other compartments are for the other 5 seasonal areas that you see up in here. All the different colors: orange, blue, red, and purple. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go, I don't want to show you all these seasonal areas, I'll leave that for you to find out, discover, play through, but I'm just going to beat all these levels and you'll see, then I'll come back and show you what it looks like when they're full. So here I've actually beaten the first 2 levels. You can see there's a little bit of goo in there. That will unlock one of the amulets for me. I can go ahead and grab that. And if we come out here, you'll see that this is the amulet display case for all the amulets in the game. And you'll see I've got the one I just collected, shows right there. So let me go back in. I'm gonna grab a few more. Okay, so now I've got all the goo. I'm gonna come over. I can grab these other ones. I've collected all the spring seasonal amulets. You can see they're in the display case there. Now let's take a look at what each of these amulet types do. First of all, we've got the extra lives per level spawn. I'll demonstrate that shortly here. You've got this amulet, which gives 1 bonus goo per level, and so if you go into a level after you've gotten this, so I've got +1 here, that all the levels in the story mode except for the bonus levels and the boss levels, all of those levels are gonna have an additional bonus goo for you to find and collect. The next one down here is reducing the level requirements for unlocking the locks in the game. So if I come out here, that's going to be these locks like this. So I collected one, and now instead of the locks requiring 5 levels to complete, it's only going to require any 4 of these levels in this subzone, and that applies to all locks throughout the game. So if you collect a few of those, then it'll be easier to pass through there. The next one down here is going to increase the starting goo available in each level. So as we can see here, the starting goo amount depreciates over time. One by 1 goo every step of the game, and the game runs at 60 frames a second. So collecting more of those amulets will increase that starting goo. You can come back to levels you played and get more goo on them. That goo contributes toward the size of this access pile. So let's actually just grab one. And why not just grab that? We'll see that growing. So that's going to help you get through some of the access piles. For all the extra lives that you have collected, that you're going to get heart displays up here. And while you have extra lives, you can hit enemies that you would normally just die to, and you will still survive. And what happens is every time you respawn in a level, you get all your extra lives back. So it's not like any kind of permanent thing where you're losing them. It just it lets you get through the level. Maybe if you're struggling, you can accidentally hit something and still be okay, or you can maybe try to break the game. The last amulet decreases the amount of goo needed for the access piles by 1%. So you've got all these amulets here. These are from the seasonal areas that you're gonna have to unlock and then go through and beat the levels to get these amulets. There's 4 additional amulets scattered around the story mode, hidden. I'm not gonna tell you where they are. You can go find them, but I'll give you some extra bonuses. And that's gonna be it for all of the new content in the game. There's some other minor stuff that I tweaked and fixed that you can read about in the changelog. But I'm excited to see all the new levels on the level exchange with the new, all the new objects. Definitely looking forward to playing all those levels, seeing what kind of creative things people come up with. That's going to be all for this video. Hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Check out the links in the description to learn more about the True Slime King.